Good morning, everybody. How do you feel today? Say it loud so you can hear how you feel. Thank you for saying how you feel. My name is Mr. Channing. Would you like to read a book with me today? I'd like to read a book with you. This book is called Keisha Kane. I'm getting some reflection on this book. Can you see this book okay? Oh. Keisha Kane and Her Very Sweet Tooth. Who do you see here? Who do you think that is? You think that's Keisha? What is Keisha holding in her hands while she licks her lips? What is that? Is that a great big giant chocolate chip cookie? You think so? Do you like to eat a chocolate chip cookie? I do. Do you like to eat a butterscotch cookie? I'd like to eat one of those too. Do you like to eat a cookie with raisins and spinach and pine nuts? I would try it. Could be good. You never know until you try it. Written by Ashley Fox, illustrated by April Fox, published by Kifani Press and read under fair use. Keisha Kane and Her Very Sweet Tooth. You know, my Storytime kids, when I get to see them in person, like this book a lot. I hope that you will like it too. And if you are one of my Storytime kids, hello! I'm so happy that we get to spend this time together. Ah! What do you think is happening there? You want to find out? Let's read this book. Oh, I see some cookies here. And what is this? Is that a big glass of milk? Does that look right? Do you like to drink milk? Some people love milk. Some people can't drink milk because it makes them sick. Did you know that? Some people love drinking milk. Some people love drinking milk and it makes them sick. Pardon me for just a moment. Keisha Kane had a very sweet tooth. It often got her into the middle of mischief. There was a time a chunk of Granny's cake went mysteriously missing. And once, when she swapped Daddy's bowl of ice cream for her empty one when he wasn't looking. Do you understand what happened? She ate her whole bowl of ice cream. Dad had not had any of his yet. And then she switched the two bowls so she could eat a whole new bowl of ice cream and he would not get any. Does he look happy about that? Does he look happy about that? He looks kind of irritated, in my opinion. That's how I would feel if someone ate all my ice cream. Daddy says, "That sweet tooth is going to get you into trouble, little lady," Daddy warned. Daddy looks a little irritated. Do you think that he loves Keisha? I bet he does. But do you think he's a little irritated? Yeah, you know what irritated means? When someone does something that you don't like or something happens you don't like, you'd be like, ugh. Ugh. How irritating. I wanted to eat that ice cream. I feel irritated now. What room is this? I see a refrigerator. And I see a kitchen. I think it's a kitchen. I see a kitchen table here. I see some apples in a bowl. I see a sink. Looks like a kitchen to me. Late one night when the moon was full and Mommy and Daddy were snug in their bed, Keisha's sweet tooth made her tummy rumble. Let's back up a little bit. What is a sweet tooth? Is it a tooth in your mouth that tastes sweet all the time? I don't think so. A sweet tooth, I think, is what people say when you just want to eat sugar all the time. You want to eat sweet things all the time. Do you have a sweet tooth? Do you like eating sweet things? Some people do. Some kids do. Some grown-ups do too. I do. I like this book. Her tummy, it rumbled so hard that she couldn't help but sneak out of bed and put her hand in... What is this? The cookie jar. Do you have a cookie jar at home? Some people do, some people don't. A cookie jar is where you put cookies. It sits on your counter and it keeps your cookies nice and safe, but it doesn't go in the fridge, it just stays on the counter. And when I say safe, I mean it keeps them safe from, like getting all dried out. It doesn't keep them safe from someone coming and grabbing the jar off the counter. Yummy! Keisha thought gleefully. That means she was very happy as she tipped the jar forward. Oh, I see. There's one other person in this room that my hand was covering up. Who is this?
Yeah.
A cat, and I see the letter. What letter is this?
Z.
Z, that's right. Z. Sometimes in books, people put the letter Z above people when they are sleeping. Is that cat sleeping right now? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Smash! Oh my goodness. There went the cookie jar. Keisha's sweet tooth had done it again. What happened? What happened? Was she tipping this jar forward to get it off of the counter? And it fell down and she couldn't catch it? And it landed on the floor and it broke? Is that what happened? I think so. How does this cat feel? This cat was asleep a second ago. Is this cat making a face like... Is this cat surprised? Now, she did get a cookie. But does she feel happy now? She felt gleeful a minute ago. She felt very happy. How does she feel now? Uh-oh. Does she feel like she made a mistake? Now, before I read this, what should you do when you make a mistake? What do you think? Should you tell someone? You say, I made a mistake. It was an accident, or maybe it wasn't an accident. Maybe it was a little bit on purpose and a little bit of an accident. But whatever happened, I made a mistake. I need help now. Can you please help me? That's a good thing to say. You might have to apologize when you go tell somebody, but you're going to have to apologize sooner or later, so you might as well do it sooner. Keisha is not going to go tell somebody. Keisha's going to try to fix this all by her own self. You think she can do it? Let's find out. As quickly as she could, she ran to get the broom to clean up the mess in the kitchen. Well, that's a good idea. It's a good idea to try to clean up the mess that you made, but she should still probably ask for help. Here she goes. Boom, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Yeah, that cat's going. Boom, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Cat's coming along to help too. And what is Keisha holding in her hand? Is that a cookie? Yeah, she still has a cookie. I mean, she went through all that trouble of breaking the jar. Now, here's this closet. This is a very large closet. These people do not live in the Bay Area. Keisha frowned. Mommy must have moved the broom, Keisha thought. It was buried behind a heap of boxes, supplies, and mops. Buried, that means it was all covered up. Can you see the broom way back here? So what's she gonna do? She's gonna stand on this stool and reach all the way back. She stretched her fingertips as far as they would go, but she still couldn't reach it. Finally, she had the very bright idea to stand on top of a wobbly stool. What does wobbly mean? Wobbly means like this. She almost had it in her hands when... 1, 2, 3... Crash! Uh-oh. Oh, no. What happened? Did she fall down? Is she okay? I hope she's okay. There went the broom and the mop and everything else. All those boxes fell over too. Keisha thought she heard a sound from Mommy and Daddy's bedroom. You think Mom and Dad are starting to wake up? Sounds like she's making a lot of noise. She smashed that cookie jar by accident. although she did try to get a cookie on purpose. She knocked over all the boxes in the closet by accident. She was just trying to get a broom. How does this cat feel? This cat's making a face. It's a little hard to see. This cat's making a face like this. You think this cat is happy? Mm-hmm. Do you think this cat knows that Keisha should ask for help? I think so. Cats are pretty smart. Some of them. And this cookie went flying up in the air, went flying out of her hand. And I see a bite out of it. So she did manage to get a bite. Now Keisha's realizing maybe she should not be trying to fix this. Should she go ask for help? Yeah, she should always go ask for help. It's never too late. It's never too late to tell somebody you need help. Keisha says, I've got to get back in bed. To me that sounds like she's going to try to get back in bed and pretend that this didn't happen. You think that sounds like a good idea? I think it'll be pretty clear what happened when Mom and Dad wake up. I've got to get back in bed, Keisha whispered to no one in particular. Maybe she's talking to the cat, while dusting herself off. But she looked down at her nightgown, and there was dirt here, dust there, and smudges everywhere. Oh my goodness, she got really dirty when she was falling over in the closet. Oh no, Keisha thought, Mommy's going to be mad. So, off she went to the washing machine. Now, it's probably true that her mom will be mad. Keisha got up to a lot of mischief in the middle of the night. Do your parents, you grown-ups in your family, do they get mad sometimes? I'm sure they do. Everybody gets mad sometimes. Mad is a feeling. Your feelings belong to you. And sometimes people might be mad at the things that you do, but the people who love you always love you. And if you feel like someone is making you feel like you are not safe in your home, you can always tell somebody about it. That's part of your story. And you can always tell people your story. Do you know what I mean? Tell somebody about it if you don't feel safe, and maybe they can help you. But in this case, I don't think, well, I have read this book before, so I'll tell you that yes, Keisha's mom is mad, but they're going to fix it together. You want to see how they're going to do it? Well, first, we have to go to the washing machine. Would you like to come with me? Let's go. Here's Keisha. What is she wearing? Is she wearing her underpants? Well, she took off her nightgown because she's going to wash it in the washing machine. That's what she was wearing underneath. Did you know that pretty much everybody wears underpants? Everybody's wearing underpants right now. Did you know it? Sometimes if you feel nervous, you can think about how everybody you know is wearing underpants. It might make you feel a little better. You know what I mean? Keisha. She stepped on a chair and stretched on the tips of her toes. She lifted the lid and threw her nightgown on top. Keisha showered powdery detergent into the deep well. She's got powdered dishwashing detergent. Some people use a liquid, some people use those little pods. What'd you say?
You said dishwashing. Clothes washing.
I mean clothes washing. I said dishwashing earlier. Clothes washing. She's not washing her nightgown in the dishwasher. I made a mistake. Is it okay to make mistakes sometimes? It's okay to make mistakes sometimes. At any rate, she has her nightgown in the clothes washer, the washing machine, and she is pouring the soap on top. She enjoyed the downpour because it looked just like snow. And Keisha giggled as she poured and poured. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Uh-oh. Do you think she's going to add enough soap? Do you think she's going to add too much soap? She might. She turned the knob to the one Mommy always turned to. She's been paying attention when Mom does the laundry. And she watched as a mountain of bubbles swirled to the top. Whoosh, whoosh went the water. That water's filling up, hitting all that soap. What happens when water and soap mix together? Do you get Bubbles? Mm-hmm. What is this cat doing? Is this cat doing its own laundry? It could be. That'd be very helpful. Uh-oh. Keisha then began to tiptoe to her room when she heard a splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash. 1, 2, 3, splish. What happened? What happened? As quickly as she could, she ran back to the laundry room where a rapid stream of bubbles cascaded from the washing machine's mouth. Oh my goodness. Now, do you think maybe that was more soap than she needed? It could be. It could be. Do you think that she should have asked for mommy's help? What is this cat doing? Is this cat playing with the bubbles? This cat is having a good time tonight. How does Keisha feel? Does she feel surprised? She didn't think that was going to happen. Does she feel worried? Mm-hmm. Does she feel like it's time to do something? What is she going to do? Is she going to tell her mom or tell her dad? Let's find out. This time, Keisha didn't tiptoe. She zoomed to her room like a rocket. And here comes the cat, too. They have this beautiful painting on the wall. They have some yellow flowers sitting on a vase. Now, is she going to go tell her mom? No, she's just going to go run back to her room. Oh, here is Keisha's room. What do you see? I see. Who's this? Is that a bear? A stuffed bear? Mm-hmm. And I see some books. Do you like to read books? I like to read books, and I like to read books with you too. And I see a big heart. And outside I see the full moon and a tree with leaves on it. And I see a cat asleep on top of the bed and a fish in a bowl. Who's this? Who's this under the bed? Is that Keisha? Is that Keisha hiding under the bed? Yeah, it looks like it. And I see a picture up here that says, I love mommy and daddy. Looks like a picture of mom and dad and Keisha and a cat. You think Keisha drew that? Mm-hmm. Keisha threw open the door and zipped under the bed. Suddenly, she heard the pitter-patter of mommy's slippers. Oh, mom is up. She's going to walk around and see what happened. Now, this cat is not terribly loyal. This cat is now out with mom looking and just saying, can you believe Keisha did this? I tried to stop her. Is that true? Did that cat try to stop her? First, mommy's slippers went to the kitchen. Keisha, mommy called. How do you think mom feels? You think she feels upset? Could be. What is it that mom is upset about? What does she see? Is that the cookie jar? All smashed on the ground. Cookies and little pieces of jar everywhere. Where's she going to go next? They were off to the broom closet. What does she see in the broom closet? Boxes knocked over, a stool flipped over, a cookie with a big bite out of it. Brooms knocked over. Keisha Kane! Mommy's voice got a little bit louder. See, mom has her arms crossed now. Sometimes people do that when they are not in a good mood. I think that's why they call it cross, when people are not in a good mood. Could be. Oh my goodness. Then they were off to the laundry room. What does she see? All the soap come pouring out of the washing machine. What is this cat doing? You see this cat? This cat's going. Keisha, Renee, Kane. Mom was not happy. Now here they are back in Keisha's room. Then Keisha heard the pitter-patter get closer and closer. Keisha shielded her eyes from the light as a hand pulled back the covers. Keisha, Mommy said in a softer voice, bending down beside her. I'm sorry, Mommy, Keisha said, climbing from under the bed. She held her head down low. I tried to fix it. Is that true? Yes, that's absolutely true. She made a mistake and she tried to fix it all by her own self. In some ways, that's a very grown-up thing to do. She should have gone and asked for help, but she did the best that she could, that she thought to do. Here's this cat. What is this cat looking at? Fish? I can see that, Mommy replied, hands on hips. But when we make a mistake, we don't try to cover it up. What was the first mistake that you made? What do you think it was? What was the first mistake that Keisha made? Was it when she put too much soap in the washing machine? No, that was not the first mistake. Was it when she knocked over all the boxes in the broom closet and just left them there? That was a mistake, but it was not the first mistake that she made. Was it when she snuck out of bed? Yeah, Keisha says, I snuck out of bed and then I broke the cookie jar, Keisha mumbled. Her bottom lip began to quiver. What does that mean? Does it mean that she feels like she might cry? Have you cried before? Everybody's cried sometimes. It's all right to cry sometimes. Your feelings belong to you. You know what I mean? Well, then that's when you should have come to me so I could help you clean up the mess, Mommy said as she knelt down beside the bed. I know you're going to make mistakes. When you do, you have to tell me and your daddy, even when you might get in trouble. We're still going to love you, even when you break the cookie jar. What is Keisha's mom saying here? Keisha's mom is saying that, yes, she is mad, she's upset, but she loves Keisha. When Keisha makes a mistake, she will love Keisha, even if she feels irritated or annoyed by what Keisha did. She wants to help Keisha grow up. That's her job as a mom. So, are they going to fix things? What do you think? So you're not mad at me? Keisha asked. Mommy pulled Keisha into her arms. Just a teensy-weensy bit mad, but nothing a promise can't cure. So will you promise not to sneak out of bed for any more cookies at night? Keisha wrapped her arm around her mother's neck. Yes, ma'am, Keisha said, showing off her sweet tooth. Well, her mom says, come on, little lady, we have some cleaning to do. So, oh, and by the way, what is this cat doing now? Is this cat trying to grab the fish out of the fish bowl? Well, Keisha's going to see what that cat is doing and say, cut it out, cat. You want to help him? You want to help Keisha and her mom? Say, cut it out, cat. Cut that out, cat. Is that cat reaching into the fish bowl the same way that Keisha reached into the cookie jar? Looks like it. Let's make sure that cat does not make the same mistake that Keisha made. Cut it out, cat. Leave that fish alone. All right. Here's the cat, not wet. So everything must have gone just fine. So Mommy and Keisha mopped up in the laundry room. Mom has a mop. Keisha's cleaning up all the soap. They're going to put it back into the washing machine. They picked up in the broom closet. They're stacking up all these boxes again, putting the brooms back here, putting the stool right side up, sweeping up this dirty cookie with a bite out of it into the dustpan to throw it away. Is the cat helping? No, the cat is not helping. And swept in the kitchen. Now, Keisha's holding the dustpan. Mom is sweeping into it, sweeping up all those pieces of cookie jar. Do you think they're going to fix the cookie jar, or do they have to get a new cookie jar? Could be. But I think it can wait until tomorrow either way. Then they sat down and enjoyed 2 chocolate chip cookies. Mommy had saved for Keisha's lunch. Keisha says, Mommy, do you have a sweet tooth? Yes, baby, I have a sweet tooth, just like you. So Keisha apologized. She said she would not do it again, and she helped fix it. That's very nice. The end. Thank you for reading this book with me. Give yourself a round of applause. Folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for reading that book with me. I hope you liked it. I know I like it too. Bye-bye.